Morning, people. How are we doing out there? Wonderful Wednesday, halfway there day. Love it. What am I doing? Oh, today I've got an interesting chat actually. We're talking about posture corrections, which is what Wednesdays are dedicated to. And that's where I kind of have a moment to talk about how you could be practicing better posture, or even if you do have good posture. Usually I kind of centre it around a topic. Hi, I'm going to say good morning everybody. Hi, I am Lisa, I am the Health and Confidence Coach, and I'm here today mainly talking about posture corrections. And I was just saying, posture is basically how you hold yourself, and if you are holding yourself in a good way, that suits your skeleton and your body and your muscles, or if you are off key, which is definitely a cause of aches and pains. If we hold ourselves in the wrong way too much, we're going to create soreness and tightness. If a couple of weeks ago I did a posture corrections just on the neck, because the neck, obviously it makes a lot of movement, but if you don't have great posture in the neck, I'm going to go through it again in a minute, then that will lead to sore neck, sore shoulders, sore upper back, sore front round here as well. And that's because our neck has got so many joints and it does so much movement that there's a lot of other muscles that are attached to it. So literally just focusing on a good posture can really make a massive difference to your body and to your day. So yes, last week I did a special one all about core, and how core isn't just about getting great abs. Core has a massive part to play in how well you can hold yourself. If you have a great strong core, you probably have a real good posture as well. So yes, and I've done others, but today I want to talk about posture corrections that you're just thinking, oh shit, I'm not standing right, what can I do about it? And I'm hopefully going to help you out with some simple steps, and we'll see how we go. So where am I starting? I'm just going to kick them little slippers off, it's freezing again in here. And I'm going to start with the easiest one. It's not the easiest one, but it will be the one that you notice the most, especially if you do start playing the posture game. And posture game is a great game to play because your posture helps you out no end. Honestly, most of the reasons why people are sat there feeling stiff, sore and achy, especially across the back, and this one is such a common one. I see it when we're standing up, I see it when we're sitting down, and look at all that neck just being like hung out there, and then your head gets really heavy, and so it starts asking the shoulders if it can help it. And so you can start to see where if you have a bit of bad posture, just one thing, how it can have such a ripple effect everywhere else. So posture is very important to look after, and I know that it's boring, but it won't be that boring when you decide to actually give it the attention that it deserves because your body is in pain. There you go, there's a little rant for you in the morning. Nice, so what we're going to do to sort good posture out whilst we're standing is we're just going to stand. We're going to stand relaxed, and you're going to start to notice, I want you to start to notice how you're even standing. For instance, when I'm standing relaxed, my shoulders do like to pull forwards. I mean, I know that I'm supposed to have amazing posture all the time, but honestly, it is actually quite difficult to practice all of the time, but it's super important to notice when you're holding yourself out of the alignment. And yeah, it is a game that never ever ends. You're always going to play it for forever. Am I feeling good? No, I'm out of alignment. And then you can push yourself into it. So let's just say that I've got the droopy neck, I'm in my relaxed position, I can feel that my shoulders are pulling forwards, they're pulling in this way, my neck is elongated because I like to have, we're always having a little look down at our phones, aren't we? So that's just like a relaxed position. That's before we get on to how your ankles and your hips are. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start to notice that. Are you standing on your heels? Are your heels the thing that's cementing you into the floor? Or do you feel like you might step off over, you've got tendency to lean over on one side. You know those little ugly Ugg shoes, Ugg boots, ugly, yeah. They, especially the cheap ones, if you notice the people that wear those, they always seem to go off on one side, and that's the sort of feeling that I'm trying to get you to get here. Do you feel like you're wearing an ugly Ugg boot when you're wearing it? If you feel like your heels are good, that's cool. We're also then going to have a little notice about those ankles. Are your ankles helping your heels, or are they kind of off doing their own thing over at the side or over on that side? Yeah, perfect. And then we're also going to have a little notice about our hips as well. This can be a harder one to notice, especially if you don't think about great posture, or it's not on your mind too much. What we're thinking about with our hips here is, have I stuck my bum out? And that happens actually, especially you'll see people that run, they love to stick their little bums out while they go for a run. You can actually get quite a little bit of a backache from doing that. So we want to know that, are my hips in or are they out? Sometimes, are they off to the side or are they off to the side? Today I'm just going to teach you some quick tips that you can quickly realise, oh, if you think I'm in bad form, if you think you're in bad form, bad posture, then you can quickly just go through these tips to see if it is. And I'm also going to talk about sitting down, bad posture sitting down. But for the moment, we're going to stay here, and that's because there's a slightly different setup and a slightly, not too much, but a different set of tools that you can use when you're sitting down. So here's what we're going to do. If you work out with me a lot, or if you work with me at all, you will know that I love to teach 5 steps to perfect form. And literally, I did not make these rules, this man did. He's called Kelly Starrett. He's an amazing man, and he's a renowned physio, PT. We all love him. So basically, he was giving us these 5 tools that give you these 5 points to get perfect form all the time. And they're easy-ish to remember because they're only 5 steps. So your number 1 is your heels. We were talking about our heels. Are your heels anchored? You anchor your heels by pressing and screwing them into the floor. When you do this, you will feel the tension that you create up your legs, and your bum gets involved, which is good. We're going to squeeze that in. We're going to do the same for our core here, and we're going to open up our chest and shoulders. That's number 4. For our last point, we're just going to check that our rib cage is over our belly button, and those 5 steps give you perfect form all the time. So I'm worried that I'm not standing properly. I've gone through my 5 steps to perfect form, and there you go, I've got it. So those 5 steps really help, and this is applicable even if you're walking. Am I walking with those 5 things on? The things that I see people do a lot is that they might correct their form for about 3 seconds and then they go straight back into not great posture. And that is, well, I'm guessing it's because it's actually quite hard to hold a good posture if you've been used to bad posture for so long. And it might feel like I'm never going to make this work, I'm never going to automatically be in good posture because I'm always so tempted to do this. If you are trying to practice good posture but you get fed up with your default mode coming back in, then what I would suggest to you is that you actually take time to go through posture corrections a few times throughout the day. Make the point of it. Like, you could do it when you brush your teeth, after you brush your teeth, you can do it lunch, after lunch. Just enough times to repeat so that your body actually gets used to being in good posture. Even if you only hold it for 10, 20, 30 seconds, you will notice as you do this more and more often that your body's like, oh right, that's how I'm supposed to be. This is supposed to be open. And it will start to learn how it should have been holding itself in the first place. So definitely would suggest that and practicing it a lot. Then I've got a special one for the neck here. I did do this a couple of weeks ago, but the neck is something that I see people even try to sort out their good posture, but they're not really too sure what to do with their neck. And this helps if you're sitting down as well. So if you are doubtful about your neck, let's say it's out of alignment, I can feel it there, it's pulling on my shoulders. All I'm going to do is I'm going to treat it like it's on a hanger, like a clothes hanger, and I'm going to slide it back. And that's it. Literally, I'm just going to slide my neck, just going to slide my chin back on the hanging rail, and it's going to go back in where it's supposed to be. So that's a quick little tip there. If you are sitting down, sorry, I can see so many people have come on right now, and I'm just going to say a quick good morning, but I'm not going to come over there until I've finished. So if you've got anything to say, please write away, and I'll be there in just a tick. Talking about great posture and how you can get it, and how you can try to, without going into too much detail, just simple 5 steps to perfect form. I'm going to give you a couple more for whilst you're sitting down, because I do know, I've definitely heard of you, whilst we've been doing the desking sessions, that it is very hard for you to hold that great position in it all the time. So I'm going to have an imaginary desk. I'm going to apply my 5 steps to perfect form. Yep, before I sit down. So I'm going to get my 5 things on. I'm going to sit my bum down, so I can have a little work away on my desk here. And I've noticed that, I don't know, maybe my screen is too far away, it's all the way over there. So it's actually really hard for me to get into a great position again whilst I'm sitting down. So I will always recommend that you literally just get up, you go through the setup again, makes it super easy to remember, and then you sit down under great engagement. The body is so tempted to always go back into its default of bad posture because you've probably been holding it that way for years. So your body actually doesn't understand. It doesn't know that you've decided to now start holding yourself in the right way, so it's going to do it. It has learned to do it in a bad way. So if you are determined to sort your posture out, little and often, I don't know, but make it a game. I make it a game. Even if I'm walking down, it's annoying. If I'm walking down the road, I'm asking myself, is my bum on? Is my core on? Is my neck in? But all of those things really help you out, and definitely worth getting annoyed with playing that game. So I hope that you enjoyed it. The wrap up is 5 steps to perfect form. If in doubt, tell me about it and I'll send you the video, because I've already done one on that. But I wanted to make it easy so that you think, oh God, I know that I'm slouching. Well, those 5 steps just bring you right back into where you're supposed to be. So yeah, if you'd like a copy of those 5 steps to perfect form, tell me about it, and I'll send you my video that shows you all about it. Love it. Nice. Well, very good morning to everybody. Okay, girl. Have you? Sorry about that. So I've got Abby. She used to be my client. Looks like she wants to be my client again. Very happy to hear that. Sorry, girl. I have had some phone issues. So I will send you a message and we will link up. That would be great. Well done. And if anyone else here is thinking that they may want to work with me, they want me to be your coach, why don't you hit me up and let me know? I'd love to know about it. Love it. Does anyone have any questions there? I'm going to do a little scrolly up. No, love it. Apart from Abby, I'll get at you, girl, don't worry. So I'm going to say a lovely good morning to you all. Well done for being here. If you do this and you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me about them. If you find them useful, please share it, because I know that if you found it beneficial, there's definitely people in your life that are also going to find it helpful. So there you go. Love it. Well, guys, don't be shy. Don't be afraid to ask me any questions, even if you're watching this later. Always happy to help. And I'm looking right now for specific hot topics on pain points. So if you have a particular pain or a sore point that you think, oh God, I wish you would talk about that, or I would like some help with that, then message me it, because I'm looking for new stuff to talk about. So there you go. Right, well then, let's get out of here. Have an amazing day, everybody, and I will see you in the morning. We're doing some upper body stretches for neck, back and chest and shoulders. So I will see you then. Goodbye.